Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you guys for joining me again. My name is Wilky and this is going to be a quick update video on, my journey on the new server. So this is not really one particular subject. I do have a couple of videos, ouchie, hyped up. So in case you're looking for any specific topic, then per usual, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I'm always happy for subjects or things I want to talk about. Yeah, but in regards to that, I will be making a video about the difficulty changes and settings, but I will want to wait until we get into the next phase. So, because apparently hard mode dungeons and pro mode should be proving a bit more of a challenge because of the super anomalies. For those of you who don't remember or forgot, the super anomalies are these little enemies that we don't really have a whole lot of encounters yet. I think I encountered like 10 or maybe 12 in my entire playtime on the new server. So I'm curious to see how this actually will affect our playstyle or playtime. But so far, I haven't seen them very frequently. So there's that. And then, I'm just going to try and compare a few things. So far, I know that in terms of HP, nothing much has changed, I think. But there's that. Anyways, for a quick base tour, I did actually place my base this time in a bit of a different location. I still run pretty much the same setup. So essentially it's an asset farm or a passive asset farm. And that is pretty much it. There's nothing more, nothing less to it. So if we're going to take a look at my base, I have a couple generators and pumps getting polluted water. Then I have 2 regular water pumps. I have my irrigation setup for stuff like that. Now this is definitely not the most optimal setup. This is definitely not the cleanest setup. So, this is definitely not something you should probably take note of. But that is essentially what my base is running. So there's that. I will make a video talking about specializations because I think this is very important. Even for a solo player like myself, it's incredibly important to understand or know about specializations and trying to use them to your advantage. Just for, a quick heads up in this regard, if you take a look, I typically only can build 4 generators, but I have 8. And these deviated generators have 42.5 watts instead of 35. So there's a lot of energy that can come out here. Then we have workbenches with extra durability. We have these super powered furnaces. So there's a lot of good reasons why you should worry about this, but I'll make a separate video talking about this and why I think it's very important to not sleep on those. While they are not necessary, they are incredibly useful, and I think they should be used by everybody. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think they make life a lot easier, so definitely go in that regard. So yeah, that is pretty much a quick base tour. As I said, we're still in phase 2. I cleared the map earlier today, so all of the mystical crates and all of that stuff is unlocked. I still have to do morphic crates. I still have to do the deviated paintings, all the controller farms in the 4th, 5th, and 6th region. I only did this for the first 3. But the good thing is you can do this at any point in time. There's no rush, really, that you have to do this at some specific point. We have an event coming up. But I'm not sure if I will be doing this week, probably next week, or, just make it step by step or something. So we have a new event coming up here. It's not a new event, but, it's a controller, so I want to do it. And that's it. Other than that, I'm still running my Memento Doombringer setup with the focus on fast gunner. I will make an updated guide, but probably not until I actually get pro, at least hard mode. Maybe even not until promo dungeons. Ouchie. Because in the content that we have right now, there's like very little reason to talk about builds because we pretty much delete everything on site. Like I have a tier 5 calibrated 6 Memento, and that's it. Doombringer is uncalibrated. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm probably going to be doing a video gambling a lot, maybe all of my Starcom away as well. So if you want to take a look at that, there might be coming up. So a build guide is going to be there at some point for the Memento. I am not entirely sure if I will be focusing on a Doombringer build. Maybe, maybe not. At least the way Doombringer worked in one of my later videos where I did solo Leah Lab, for example. This is not an option because they changed a lot of things in that regard. So while I can recreate a similar build, it's not going to be looking the same way as it did in the video. So that. Other than that, there is really... Okay, these guys are just going to throw them Or not. That's good. Interesting. In regards to, like, on the topic of controllers, I only have 139 controllers. I did miss one of the wandering houses in the first week. I didn't do every daily 3 controller rewards. So I'm probably like short maybe 30 controllers. And as mentioned, I didn't do all of the collectibles yet, and I didn't buy Nisa, I didn't use Severin, so there's 40 that I can straight up buy. So that would put me at 179. And I'm fairly certain if I clean out the map and everything, I would be more or less about 200 or even more controllers. And yes, right now I'm not using controllers unless I really have to. I use like 5 or so because I wanted to test a few things. But that's pretty much it. So, at least for us, there's very little to use controllers. As an existing players, for new players, even then, I think you should be saving, at least for hard mode, or ideally for pro mode. In that regard, I opened a bunch of boxes here, but I did not get the hard pass yet. I'm not sure if it's bugged again or if it's now RNG, but so far I still don't have the hard pass. I'm curious to see how things are going in that regard. And yeah, that is pretty much it, I think, in terms of updates. So far it's still fun. It's not too different. The added difficulty in terms of like extra food and extra drinks, once you get used to that, it's not a big deal. At the start it was a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I did find it a bit tedious. But do these guys know how this event works? Where is this? What the hell's going on? Why? Weird. So yeah, unfortunately server issues still persist and our server is quite packed. These guys don't know that you can also take... Come on, come on, come on. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, it's probably just laggy AF. Okay, no, this time it worked. Good. Let me dance, let me dance. Anyways, as I said, this is just a quick update. As per usual, if you have any subjects or anything you want to talk about or want me to talk about, then put it down in the comment section below. I keep my spreadsheet updated with the stuff like that. I collected all the info that I had in my inventory. So everything that you find there is what I have or had. And that was strange. So that's it. There's the other guy that posted his personal list there, so you can do that as well. And yeah, I also got the request, or rather the nice input, to make a list of the deviation perks, so I'm starting to collect information there as well. So if you want to keep your eyes peeled on that, there's that. And that is pretty much it. I don't want to prolong this video. As I said, I still enjoy the game. I think it's fun because I don't have to spend my entire time playing the game, which I think is really convenient because it allows me, you know, to not just go full ham on a game. I do understand that more hardcore players have a bit of a problem with that, but I think they strike a decent enough balance between not being too casual and not being too heavily as an investment for people to not do this. Because the people that do play this game, there's a bunch of people that play a lot more than I do. And for me personally, I think it's very good the way it is right now. But obviously this is a personal choice and a matter of taste as well. Needless to say, I'll thank you all for being here, and hopefully this was, you know, giving you some kind of insights and, you know, just giving you guys a heads up and tabs of what's coming up next. And I would love to hear your takes on that. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.